Hey everyone, this is London Bridge Bricks. Now this is a Speed Champions Ferrari, and this is also a Speed Champions Ferrari. Now this one came out in 2019, and this one came out just this year. But which one is the best? Well, let's build them so we can review and compare them together.
In all honesty, I knew when I first saw you that one day you'd be holding my hand. No twist of fate to separate you from me. We watched the fairies floating in the sky. We watched the light fade to dark outside.
Okay, so here we have them both then. This is the 2020 Ferrari set number 76895, and it's the Ferrari F8 Tributo. Look at that. It's a fine looking Ferrari. And then down here in this corner, we have the 2019 Ferrari, the set number 75890, and it's the Ferrari F40 Competizione. And again, another fine looking Ferrari. But what do we think of them both anyway? So let's start off with this one. This was the last one I built. So what do I like about it? Well, the thing is, it's the original 6 studs, and I've got to say that though I didn't want it to necessarily define this review or this comparison, it does really, because with 6 studs, you've really got a more comical look. You can't get away from it. It is just slightly more comical. I mean, yeah, you can see it's a Ferrari. There's no doubt about that. And yes, it's a fine example of a Ferrari, but this does look a little bit more smoother, doesn't it? And that's where I think the 8 studs kind of come into its own. So I do like this Ferrari. I think it's a fine example of a 6 stud one. But the first thing that's kind of glaring when you look at both of them is that one is very smooth and slick and very, very real, but this one is kind of a bit more blocky, a lot more studs on show, that's for sure, and just a bit more comical looking. But I will say both are very good. So let's break that down a little bit further then, shall we? What's the good things about this? Well, I actually think that this, to a certain degree, is kind of more finished, better finished than this one. So just hold that thought for a moment, let's look at the value of what these sets go for. So this comes as 198 pieces, and it generally retails in UK for around £12.99. And you can still buy them today off Amazon. And this one here comes with 275 pieces, so a lot more pieces, but it's also a little bit more money as well at £17.99. So I think straight off the bat, both are pretty good value for what you're getting. So let's go back to this one then. So what do I think of this one? Well, I tell you one thing I particularly like about this one is that it comes with a kind of a change in body. It comes with different hubs, and it also comes with a different bonnet as well that you can quite easily swap out. It's a nice little building technique actually. All you do is that, I think, there you go. It just drops out like that, and then you change it from a kind of a roadworthy build bonnet to a more racing one. And of course, the nice thing about Ferraris, because generally speaking, they come as red. I don't know if they've ever done a Speed Champions Ferrari in yellow or any other colour, but I guess Ferrari is synonymous with the Ferrari red colour. But yeah, the thing is with this as well, you can only get one figure in it, and that can be a bit of a pain, because that's one thing I genuinely do like about the 8 studs. You can get 2 figures in those. But even then, there is an issue with that. And I'll point that out in just a mo. So with this particular one, you get this fine looking minifigure. I think he's excellent, he is. It looks really good, very racing. They all seem to come with this Ferrari spanner as well, which is nice. And he's generally a really good fig. Obviously he's got no hair, so let's pop that on him, and there we go. There's kind of like the finished article. He's a fine looking figure, if ever there was one. Not a lot of print going on there. Plain, absolutely plain legs. Back of the torso's got a tiny little bit of print on it, but nothing to write home about. And you got the decent logo going on there, the Ferrari logo. But yeah, I think that figure is a pretty good figure to have with the set. But yeah, this particular car, I think, is a good version. It comes out with this as well. You got the exhaust on the back of it as well that can convert it to a roadworthy one. It's just basically a change there and putting some cheese slopes on it instead. But what I do like about this, and this car, even though, like I say, it is a little bit more comical, it is also quite well detailed as well. Look at the nice way they've done the triple exhaust pipe there. I think that's pretty good. And I just love the way these colours work at the back here. It's nice. It's a really good interpretation. And of course, the great thing with 6 studs is that it fits into your Lego cities so much easier than what these new 8 stud versions do. This particular one didn't have that many stickers on it. You've got them down here on these slopes, on these 1x2 tiles as well, and on these 2x2 slopes as well. There's, it's just fine. There's one thing I would like to see between all the Ferraris, and I'm only saying this because they seem to do Ferraris every year for Speed Champions, is why don't they come up with like a proper tile of a Ferrari logo? Now we do get a plate with the Ferrari logo that's used on both of them, and just to show you there, hopefully it comes out, it's absolutely tiny. It is, it's on that 1x1 plate there, but it is mistakenly, you can't mistake it at all really, it is the Ferrari logo. So yeah, the other thing it comes with as well on this to swap it out, which, I don't know, it's something I suppose, is that you can change the spoiler at the back as well. But yeah, what's nice about it is if you take the spanner off there, you can pop the minifigure in, and there we go, look at that, he's ready to drive. The bee's knees, it looks very good, I like it, it's really cool. But that's how I look at the older model, the 2019 set number 75890 model. But how does it compare really to the new type of Speed Champions that we've got out there? So this is one of the first ones to come out. It's certainly one of the few single ones to come out from Speed Champions this year. And what do we get from Speed Champions, especially this year? Okay, let's talk about the 8 studs, which is brilliant. We've got this new We've got this new windshield as well on there, which looks really good. I think that's the same one that's used in the Nissan GTR as well. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, folks. I'd be interested to know what's what on that. But also, and this is quite crucial as well, we get this new chassis mold as well. That's also used in the Jaguars. So, what do I think? Okay, well, straight away, look, just holding them up there, you can see just how much smoother this kind of bigger one is. The only problem is, and it is bigger, is that the scales are quite different as well. And I do hear from my friends in the Lego community that are lucky enough to have Lego cities, is that these are a bit of a pain to fit in those cities. So anyway, let's have a look around. What have we got here? The front, of course, is all beautifully built. I mean, that really does look like the real Ferrari F8 Tributo. It's absolutely lovely. You've got the wing mirrors there, they look good. And there's that, if I fold that mirror in slightly, you can should be able to just make it out there. That 1x1 plate with the Ferrari logo on it. So let's have a look around it. We've got the same scale wheels as well. I think I even put the same hubcaps on it there. But that looks nice. We've got this nice definition here. And you know what? What I do like about these larger ones is they're more real. And because they're more real, there's less reliance upon stickers being needed. And that's a good thing, especially where speed champions are concerned, because there are a lot of stickers that come with these. I think in the Nissan GTR, there's a staggering, and I mean a staggering 26 stickers that come in that one. Anyway, let's have a look at this windshield then, or windscreen as we call it over here in the UK. That's a nice piece, isn't it? However, it does hide a couple of things that are off with this. So let's have a closer look. Now, something I didn't realise until I built this, and I was kind of taking the shield off to look at it properly, is that look there. Now, if you can just make out the steering wheel, just here, right, you will see that it actually doesn't sit in line with the seat. So that's a bit odd to me. So if I just grab this fine looking figure here, and we'll talk about him in a moment as well. And it wasn't until I did this that I realised it, is that he doesn't actually sit in there that well at all in terms of being able to steer the actual Ferrari himself. The only way you could steer that is if he was steering the whole car with his right arm. But anyway, that's kind of like a little detail, and I suppose most people wouldn't even really worry about that. There's a nice little sticker in there as well. You can see just along there, just along this central console section there. But it's a nice build, and I've got to say, it's using the 8 stars and being able to use more bricks and stuff like that as well. You just get all this nice little detail going on here and around there. We've got a shield piece there used from Bionicles, I believe, and yeah, it's nice. I think it's nice that they're kind of doing it on this chassis as well. But anyway, let's have a look at this minifigure that came with it, because I do like this minifigure. I think he's kind of cool. He's not really racing, but then this isn't actually particularly a racing car, is it? This is the road version of it. Let's take a look at him there. There he is. Look at that. So he's got a nice print there going on. The opacity of the white on his t-shirt looks really good. He's got the classic stallion logo for the Ferrari. I quite like that actually. It would have been maybe a nice one for my sig fig. And then behind him there, it's just kind of a little bit plain, but continues this kind of the jacket look. He's got a bit of a beard going on there, sort of a 5 o'clock shade, and he's got just plain blue trousers. But I think figure-wise, I think he's probably a bit more interesting than the other one. But there lies a problem, you see. So if you take his hair off, like so, and you pop his helmet on, so just imagine he gets up one day and he fancies going out for a fast spin. He looks pretty good, doesn't he, with that? It's kind of cool. But anyway, this is where lies a problem with this particular set. And I don't know if it was an oversight from Lego or what, but I'd be interested to know what your thoughts are in the comments below, which is, when you put his helmet on and you sit him in his car, and then you go to put the windshield back on again, it doesn't quite sit in place. See there? It's just slightly off. Not by a lot, but it is slightly off. Probably by about, I don't know, 1, maybe 2 millimeters, but it doesn't quite sit tight, just there. Now, if I take him out, you'll see. There you go. That is how it should sit, but it doesn't when you've got the figure in there, which is a bit of a pain. I mean, it's absolutely fine when he's got his hairpiece on. You just can't do it when he's got his racing helmet on. But I suppose what you can do, if you wanted to kind of just mess around with him or something like that, you could always make the Ferrari F8 Tributo a convertible for the day or something like that. That'd be quite cool. You definitely have to wear a crash helmet if you took the windshield off. My word, the G-force on your face would be absolutely incredible. So overall, what do I think about this set? Well, I like both sets. I think overall though, I have to say, I am liking the new 2020 Speed Champions. I think they're absolutely 100% more realistic than the older generation of Speed Champions. That said, I really liked what they did with the Speed Champions as well, especially with the white Porsche from 1974. I thought that one especially looked good. These new ones, well, if I'm fair, they're actually a different scale altogether. But going back to the old ones, I think this is a great looking car. And overall, in a strange kind of way, overall, it's actually more finished. It's a better polished product. But to look at, yeah, my money has to go on the newer one. I do like it. I like them both, in fact. But next to each other, you can really see the scales are different. Both are really good value for money. I actually managed to pick both of these up in the sale in Amazon recently, and that's the beauty of Speed Champions. You never you really have to wait that long for them to discount a little bit anyway, because they generally come out at the beginning of each year. But this one I managed to pick up for £14, so that was about 20% off. And this one, this little beauty, I happened to pick up for just £9 altogether. So for me, overall, I don't know. I think this one gives this Ferrari a good run for its money. And that's it, folks, for our look at both Ferraris. Now let me know what you think in the comments below, your thoughts and feelings on the new breed of Speed Champions. Now, is your preference 6 studs, or have you been converted to the new wider scale? Let me know if you enjoyed this comparison. Would you like to see more like this from the channel? Let's get that conversation going. And as always, I'll reply to each and every one of you. And don't forget, you can follow London Bridge Bricks on Instagram and Twitter. Those details are down in the description below. And if you're new to London Bridge Bricks, why not hit that subscribe button and become a big part of the LBB family. Take care, stay safe, and I'll leave you now with some videos that I think you might like.